Today we will be reading chapters 16 through 19. Before getting started, let's look at our before reading questions. Our learning target today will be that we'll be able to answer questions to demonstrate understanding of a text. And on Monday, we will use a graphic organizer to summarize what we have been reading. Let's review chapters 14 and 15 and talk about what was wrong with Billy when he woke up from his nightmare. Well, after Billy had his nightmare, he woke up and woke his parents up, and Billy's dad had actually called poison control because his mom was so concerned that he had been eating worms. He had an upset stomach. His dad, though, thought it was because he had been putting ketchup and mustard and different things on the worm, and that's why his stomach would be upset. The before reading questions. What was eating the 6th and 7th worm like? Why was Joe not around to watch Billy eat the 8th worm? Why was Billy upset when he saw the 9th worm? And what did the boys do that told Billy they were up to a trick? Chapter 16, the 6th worm. Billy gulped it triumphantly, serene, untroubled. By the door, Alan glowered, his mind racing. He's going to do it. He'll win. What'll I do? $50. Joe sat in an overturned pail, whistling, gazing carelessly about, sneaking a glance now and then at Billy. What had gone wrong? Why hadn't he cracked? Outside, Tom lurked sheepishly in the bushes behind the stone wall, peering at the barn. Chapter 17, the 7th worm. Billy ate it offhand, sideways, reading a comic book. Alan and Joe squatted glumly in the barn door, watching him. As Billy was dabbing horseradish sauce on the last bite, Tom's head appeared in a corner of the grimy window. He waved tentatively at Billy. Ignoring him, Billy gulped down the last bite, wiped his mouth, and tucking his comic book under his arm, strolled errantly out of the barn. Remarkably over his shoulder, "See you tomorrow, fellas." The 8th worm. Chapter 18. "Where's Joe?" asked Billy, spreading mustard down the length of the fried worm. "He wouldn't come," said Alan sullenly. "It's not fair putting on that much mustard." "Ha ha," said Billy. "Who says? I can put on as much as I'd like, of whatever I like, and you know it. Why wouldn't he come?" "How should I know?" Billy swished a bit of worm around in ketchup and horseradish sauce. "I know why he didn't. Yeah, you're so smart. Big deal." Alan couldn't get the $50 out of his head. What was his father going to say when he told him he'd bet $50 and lost? Geez, he nodded his thumbnail. "He wouldn't come because he knows I've won. He knows I could eat 20 worms if I had to." Yeah, well, you ain't won yet. There's still 7 to go. You act so big. Wait till you begin to feel it in your stomach. You think you know everything. Yeah, you'll see. You wait. "Ha ha," said Billy. "You think you can scare me talking like that?" Phooey, he strolled past, Alan out into the sunlight. "Hi," said Tom, popping up from behind a barrel. "Poof," said Billy disdainfully and walked on.